Hello, I'm Joy Nakato, and today our topic of discussion will be mental health, and we are boiling it down to relationships and the effects of, what traumas do to us as we grow up, what our experiences do to us. And I've been joined by amazing guests today, and I'll let them introduce themselves. Yeah, you can come. So yeah, guys, I'll let the lady introduce herself first.
My name is Irene Joroge. I'm a student.
Oh, okay.
My name is Kingsley Oluoko, and I'm also a student.
So guys, mental health, I think it's the elephant in the room right now, and it's something that is, it's not really talked about, and it's really key, especially to us youths, and even every person being affected by it. So before we even get into it, what is your take on mental health, like right now in today's society?
For now, I think a lot of people, especially the youths, are dealing with mental health issues. Some of them, they know the cause, some don't know the cause. Some of them can talk about it, some of them can't talk about it, or rather they don't have people to talk about it. Some know what to do, some don't know what to do. Other parents are supportive, some are not supportive. They don't know these things. You tell a parent you're depressed, they're like, what? They don't get it. So I think a lot of people are being affected by it, but it's not really talked about. Yes.
And to boil it down to ladies and men, and how is it that I think this notion that men are, they don't really know how to express themselves. How do they go about it?
I think for us, especially men, since we are termed as the one who don't express ourselves, mental health issues have made us have poor working ethics with our colleagues, which is now seen as now something that is disturbing the male species in that to be specific. And now for us, which is now quite hard to express how we feel or what you're going through, now it has become enormous, or the way it is being expressed through maybe violence or drugs and substance abuse, which is now creating this whole topic now as mental health, to be specific.
Oh, okay. So guys, before we even discuss mental health, what is this mental health? What's your take on what is this mental health that we keep talking about?
I think mental health these are the issues that are affecting us. Some don't know, we don't know what they really are. Some we know, but we're not comfortable talking about. Some traumas maybe we went through, like some people have grown up in very abusive families. Some people have gone through very abusive things, and I might really not be comfortable talking about it. And when I was growing up as a child, maybe I didn't know what that really was, but now that I'm really grown up, that's when I'm thinking, oh my God, this happened to me, and now it starts affecting me mentally. I can't get why it happened to me. I can't get what was the reason really. And now this is some of the things that people are going through. So basically it's affecting us mentally. We can't function straight. So some people have chosen, because I can't talk about it, so what am I going to do to make myself feel better? So I'll choose drugs, maybe go drink, maybe go smoke, get into bad influence. These are some of the things that youths are doing to help curb mental health issues. Basically.
True, yeah. And so this mental health topic or issue, if we sit down and put it down as a topic of discussion, I think it's so hard for somebody to tell, what, I'm depressed or I'm undergoing a crisis. So what is that? Where do you at what point do you say, you know what, I'm not okay?
I think now when you've reached a point where you can't work or you can't function without doing the things that unhealthy mental condition have made you go through. Now maybe using drugs. If you're not using drugs for you to work properly, now that is when you can realize that you've been disrupted by something, maybe not the trauma that you're saying that you're going through. And I think now in discussing on mental health, I will maybe ask now, we have focused so much on maybe suicide, how to prevent suicide, trauma, how to go through trauma, or how to stop using drugs, but we are never educated on how to the things to do to avoid being in the issues of mental health. Like, how do you go past trauma? What are the things to do? Or if you've come across something that will cause you mental distress, how should you go about it? So I think these are the kind of conversations that we should delve much into, compared to just speaking on how to go past through them. Not like the preventive measures, in as much as maybe some things that may come to you, you might not know how to, to go about it.
Oh, yeah. And if we boil it down, like sometimes when you're experiencing like a crisis, probably you're not okay, you're not doing okay, and I feel like it's so hard to, especially in the society of today, it's so hard to not be okay, yeah? Because I feel like they've not normalized, like, I can break down, yeah? I'm strong, but then I can, there's some things that get to me, yeah? So how do we go about, like, the society today has really, like, for example, like, you men have been seen as the strong, you come out so strongly, like you got this, but then there's sometimes you guys need to just sit back, yeah?
Speak about
so
I think it is important to have maybe somebody you will confide to, in as much as now maybe for a case scenario of betrayal that may now make you feel you can't share things, and you see, like, for many years we don't hold grudges, but we don't forget our scars. So if I was wronged at a particular point, then why should I go back to the same place? And if I was wronged on betrayal grounds, maybe I said something about myself and I found it elsewhere, then why should I now confide into things about? So maybe we cannot say that speaking or holding things to ourselves is maybe a personality issue, but it is not the traumatic aspect what we've been done to, which we don't forget. Maybe for ladies can go past it easily, but for us, it is not easy for us to go back to the same place where we are coming from. Yeah.
And how do we create a safe space, like, especially let's boil it down to, like, the youth. How do we create a safe space for me to feel like, okay, I can talk about this, it's okay for like, I think there's some things you go through and you can't even like, if I try to explain it to you, I feel like people are so afraid of being judged. And so how do you create that safe space, or how do you find these right people to, I can call you, I can talk to you about this. So how do you find this safe space for you to talk about the issues that you feel like they're so hard to even come out?
For me, I will start from the beginning, the family point of it, where we have parents that we are now advancing technology, everything. So I think parents also should come with the trend. Some of the things that parents from earlier on could not talk about with their kids, they're supposed to know that right now in the generation we are in, it's important to hold conversations with your children, know what they are going through, and it's not, don't judge them, don't give them a space where they cannot express yourself to them. As a parent, I think you're supposed to be the number one friend to your child. Create a safe space for your child that whatever, she can come talk to you, he can come talk to you. And also in the society, I am seeing currently a lot of people trying to solve this issue of mental health. Institutions are coming up with people, offices, what are they called, where people can go and talk to someone. Yes, talk to someone. I think that can also help. And also just find a friend, find a friend. I know some people just can't open up, but if you can find a friend you can talk to, it's okay. You can just express yourself and it can help you in a way. We say a problem shared is a problem half solved. So talk to someone about it.
So yeah, Kings, if we are to talk about how mental health affects how we relate with one another, what would you say about that?
It is okay to express your feelings. So I wouldn't lie that if you don't want to relate with somebody, don't force it. If it's not coming naturally, don't force it. But if you're going through something, it is key to find ways on how to make the thing get out of you. You can maybe practice journaling or listening to podcasts or motivational talks, or just going out in the air to have your own meditation time. That even within yourself you may have means on how to go through the issues that you're going through. because most often times the issue, we have the solutions to the issues that you're going through. So it is just maybe you haven't given a wider thought on how you should go about things, rather than just venting out now into maybe drugs and alcohol abuse. So maybe you should give yourself much time within yourself, then you will know how to have a solution if now relationship with other people is becoming hard. But I'm not advocating for you to settle in or to have your problems within yourself. It is key to share it out. Maybe if it reaches a point where you really have to share it, maybe seek a religious leader or your pastor or somebody who you're close to religiously. Maybe he will walk you through it and help you how to overcome it.
So we've talked about the depression, or like let's say like how is mental health, especially how it affects someone's negatively. So how does it manifest? Like, for example, I'm a lady and I have so many I think like right now everybody has a lot of stuff going on, and probably we feel like everybody's busy doing their own stuff, getting their own life together, and I feel like sometimes someone is scared to feel I want to talk to you, but probably I feel like you have also your own stuff to do. So what would you tell a lady or a young person or a man who probably is really having a rough time, and probably they feel like every person around them, or they don't even know how they're supposed to go about it, and probably right now they're already in drugs or probably depressed. Mental health issues, like they manifest differently through so many things. So what do you tell to this young person who probably doesn't even know that I have a problem, but they know, like, probably you can be feeling like mental health, you can feel like today I'm not even in the mood, and they manifest through very tiny things. So to this person who doesn't even know if I am undergoing a crisis, what would you even tell them?
I think everyone should have time for self-reflection. That means you sit down, see if, for instance, I'm drinking too much, I'm smoking too much. Is it really normal? Sit down with yourself. Try to explore yourself and know what is really wrong with me. Because some people, of course, they don't know they have a problem. And actually, I come to understand that some people also are sick. Like, it's like kind of a sickness. Some people have bipolar disorders. Some people have ADHD, these things. And some of them are so new, so you might never know you're going through. So I also think that people with these experiences, people who have overcome these experiences, should be out here sharing their stories. I can listen to someone and be like, maybe I'm also going through that. And now I can sit down and start questioning myself. Is this what I'm suffering from? So I think someone can really evaluate themselves, see if it's the disorder, if it's not. And also I think people should come out and talk about it more oftenly. It should be something we are comfortable to talk about, because some people talk about it and the society just bashes you for nothing. So we should be welcoming about this thing, talk about it.
So guys.
And just to add on to what Irina said, I think that's a very strong point. The people who have gone through issues with mental health should really come out and speak on that. That's a way of enlightening others who may not know. One thing on mental health, if you might not know that you're going through something, but one of the things that I came to learn, there's always a pattern that you normally do things with. So when you find yourself not doing the things how you used to do, maybe you used to wake up at 8 a.m. and then all of a sudden you feel it is safe to wake up at 11 a.m. There is something wrong. So those are among the ways that, and of course, kawogi kila siku. That is also another one that you'll realize you have a problem on your mind. So I think it was a nice discussion.
And before I forget, like I think this notion, like mental health, I think starts with the small things, and I feel like put it like it's all about depression, bipolar, like suicide. Like there's some things, like the way Kingston said, like there's some things you probably notice about yourself, like you are so happy doing them, but all of a sudden you feel like you're probably drifting. So I feel like just be keen with yourself, because I think you're your first self-judge, your first self-critic. So be keen with yourself, be in sync with your inner guide, so that you can get to know when things, when you're breaking down, and it's really okay to not be okay. So don't feel like you always have to be strong. You always are the one who's always happy. It's okay to cry. By the crying is very healthy. Yeah.
Even for men, I think you should.
You guys are not even vulnerable.
No, we don't have tears. It's not that we don't cry.
I feel like I've seen few guys cry. And I feel like it's so hard for you guys to be vulnerable,
because we I think we have nobody to tell us what we want to hear, in as much as we cry.
What I feel like sometimes you probably feel, or they say this thing that you feel like I don't tell you my issue, and then I assume probably you because we are friends, you just know. And I feel like sometimes men face that. Like a man feels like I am the strong person, I'm the man here. And I feel like not all the time you have to be the man.
Yeah.
You just have to learn to be vulnerable. It's really okay.
Yeah.
And I feel it's really nice seeing a man or seeing somebody you love, whether your dad, whether your boyfriend, your cousin, every man figure, just being so emotional, like just being in that space. Yeah.
Find the right person maybe to confide to, then that will be better.
So guys, that was our discussion of today, and I hope you took something home. Thank you guys for joining us. It was really a wonderful discussion, and see you guys next time. Ciao.